When your identity is your ideology, congratulations, you've officially screwed yourself, because now it's not just an idea, now it's you. And when the idea gets challenged, you don't hear disagreement, you hear an attack. So what do? You build a bubble. A nice, soft, padded little bubble where everyone agrees with you, uses the same words, hates the same people, and claps at the exact right moments. And you will defend that bubble at all costs, even if it makes you sound incredibly stupid. Facts don't matter anymore. Logic's gone. Humor? Dead. Because admitting you're wrong would mean admitting you are wrong, and that's unacceptable. So you double down, louder, angrier, dumber. And that's how you end up defending nonsense like it's sacred scripture, not because it's true, but because without it, you'd have to actually develop a personality.
Is that a Baja Blast? How the fuck did you know? Yeah, it's a Mountain Dew Baja Blast, isn't it? He goes, it's
manufactured in June.
He goes, Mom Cody goes, you want some? I go, I'll fucking
go away from me.
I will disown.
And you didn't have any?
No.
Good for you.
Fuck you.
That's the hard. What? Welcome back, everybody.
I haven't had. Marius was born the 21st. I had a soda with dinner. It was
first
Coke. And the last time I'd had a soda before that was probably a couple weeks. I fucking hate life.
Your potato thing is whatever, but you're in the rough patch right now. And it'll be this way for a few weeks. But
a few weeks? I thought it was a few days, you ass.
No. Like, it's a...
I also said you were a girl.
I said the first few days you feel fine. You're like, yeah, I can do this. But then you get into that hump of like your body switching over. And then it lasts a couple weeks and you're fucking exhausted. You're drained. And it's rough. But once you get over that, it becomes...
How long do you do it for?
I do it for a month and then some. Like, I have to go at least 31 days. That's why I always do it in January. It's like, at the bare minimum, I have to go the entire 31 days. And then after that, usually what happened, like Sunday was the first.
Like,
I had some peanut butter cookies. I immediately was like, I think I like the idea of them better. And I'm going back. So I just went right back on the diet.
This is like fucking liquid heaven right now.
Yeah. Well,
that's seltzer water.
So I have coffee.
It's sparkling water.
But dude, if you have so you've been like over a week anyway. Have you had like a glass of milk?
No.
No? I would say don't drink that for a few days, all right? And then have a glass of milk. And you're going to be like, oh my God, there's like a cup of fucking sugar in this. You'd be after you cut everything else out, you'd be shocked at how sweet just store-bought milk is.
I actually have been getting my coffee black. It's funny that you mentioned that. Because I usually get my coffee, this is my sugar, done, with the little, it's Stewart's. Then half and half, stir it, go.
Can't have sugar.
I know, which is why I've been cutting back the sugar. Now it's just coffee, half and half. It's gotten to the point now where it's like, I don't think I put sugar. I've literally looked at Trace. Did you see me put sugar in the coffee? He goes, no, dude. I go,
yeah.
Tastes like there's sugar in the coffee. He goes, it's your cup. You've had that cup for a year now? It's probably seasoned.
Possible.
It's fucking plastic.
I mean, it's possible. It probably seeped into it. But yeah, so
speaking of seeping into things,
it's yeah. So what are you gonna go like the rest of the month?
I'm gonna go till I lose enough weight and actually get energy enough.
So you're gonna go further than that. Like yeah, I dropped weight doing this. I mean, you drop. That's the key. Is like once you get over that hump of like your body shifting into ketosis and burning fat instead of sugar for energy.
Yeah.
Like you feel great, just like normal, except you don't crash. Like, that's a big thing. Like, right now, you drink soda and shit, and you get home, and you're fucking exhausted, right?
No.
You're not?
I'm weird.
So he sits on the show here, and nobody here watches him go,
All right, in my defense,
okay,
that's wake up to go to sleep.
so
Charlie, you woke up and had a cup of coffee. I know.
He doesn't time travel, he time skips. His anti-skip turns off.
Fucking 1997 CD Walkman.
But you don't get that. You don't get
Look, he doesn't skip.
You don't get that crash, which is great. And then after that, your weight will start to drop. But it takes at least 3 weeks, I would say, anyway, before you visually notice. Like, if you're not standing on a scale, which I don't, but like until you visually notice, I'm like, yeah, I lost weight. Like about 3 weeks.
That's why I love you, Harry. Because you're a regular guy.
That's why I want you to stay regular. 1/2 teaspoon for fast, effective relief. What's up, everybody, again?
Calendar girl.
Yeah. I had this whole episode planned out. I had, like, stuff on Alex Preddy and more stuff on Renee Good.
Okay.
And there was some things like a school teacher getting in an argument with her class over just like the riots and stuff like that. And her communication. That at the time was wild. Then I'm like, oh, yeah, this is gonna be a pretty like heavy episode. Like, I did a bunch of research on shit. And then the Epstein files dropped.
And they said, hold my beer.
I'm like, and I didn't touch it at first.
Neither did half the visitors on the island.
Oh, I don't know about that. But I didn't, I was like, fuck, because I heard, oh, it was Friday. And it's like, oh, we're dropping more Epstein files. Like, what? Okay. 3 million of them. I was like, what?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that.
Right. And I'm like,
get 3 million people on one page each, and then write me a 1 sentence report.
but then you got to find the person that correlates with your page. Like, oh, you? No.
I'm page 1.
Yeah.
I'm page 2. I'm page 202,967,304.
Yeah, so I
Get to the back of the line.
I didn't, I was like, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it yet. I'll wait for the internet to do the internet, what the internet does. I'll let them do it. It didn't take long. It was literally the next day. So.
Thank you, internet.
Yeah. So all the stuff I had, I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I if I get to it, I get to it. But yeah, like, I don't know.
It feels, every time I say that, I keep thinking about that fucking video. The young kids playing Scrabble with the old man, and the old man puts the words down and he goes, killer's over, yeet. What's that? Yeet! Throws the whole Scrabble board.
So I think I've seen
It's
it.
like, ooh, I got Alex Preddy, I got Renee Good, I got a weird teacher, Epstein files, yeet!
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. It started with I had that debate online.
Yeah,
right?
you were
So, someone that I, not regularly, but every now and again I'll have a debate online with. We put something online about Trump's calendar girls. I was like, what's that about? So I look into that. I'm like, what the fuck? And if anyone doesn't, all right, let me preface this whole spiel by saying all of the shit that I'm going to talk about is raw allegations. They're allegations. They're raw tips. There's nothing substantial that can be substantiated with any of it because there was
not any of them.
No, but I will say this. With a lot of the shit that I have here and stuff that is online, it's one of those things where, okay, here's this allegation, and it's one dot and a lot of dots in a bar graph or a line graph. How many dots do you need before it just becomes one fucking line? So it's one of those things. It's like this on its own. It's like, that's a wild allegation. Wait a minute. What's this thing from 2016 or the original files and shit that were dumped? Wait a minute. 2011 when this whole thing started to fucking come to fruition and people started to rat on people. Wait, that connects to this? How does these documents that just get dropped? It's one of those where it's like, wait a minute.
It's like you're a 9-year-old girl that just went on the register.com website and you find out you're swimming in a sea of red.
Yes. Hey.
If you know, you know.
But so that's what this all is. So this isn't me saying like absolutely 100% all this I'm talking about now is true. But if there's anything that I've learned, or I dare to say, learned through the 4 or 5 years of doing this, is that...
Learned plenty.
Is that there's been plenty of things we've talked about, and then later, sometimes days, weeks, years later, be like, oh shit, look at that. Boy, there was just some way we could have known.
And we made jokes during the Australian, all that shit, remember?
Which one?
When Australia was like having the riots and shit or something like that. They were going crazy.
I think wasn't that like in 2022 or something? It was a long time ago.
It was a while back. We made jokes about like how crazy shit would get. Like, oh, if this happened.
Oh, yeah.
And then
this wouldn't happen in the United States. I think I remember saying that.
Yes.
Whoops.
Yes. And then we're like, it came to fruition. I'm like, I'm going to win $1 million. I'm still waiting for that to come to fucking fruition.
Yeah.
Fucking
that
fuckers.
stuff doesn't work for us, though. No. So I have a short list. I say short list because there's a fucking lot on it. But I got a list.
Wait, before you show the list, show the audience at home what I got you.
God. So I don't even drink energy drinks anymore.
Do you still have the Star Wars cans?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you do. You used to have them.
I don't know where the fuck they are then. Probably got
You
left.
show the audience.
All right. Blurry. Can't even really see it. It's blurry. I'm not focusing on it.
Well, it's okay because I will read it to the folks at home.
All right.
Because I'm not seeing the cans, but you never drank them, I remember. You had them.
Who the hell knows?
They're somewhere.
I couldn't.
Folks at home, I got him a Godzilla energy drink.
Yeah. Which I appreciate the Godzilla. I haven't drank an energy drink since 2020. No, like 2019.
I was going to say, I don't remember you ever touching an energy drink in the 2020s yet.
No. I think it was like 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
So it's been a long fucking time. I haven't touched an energy drink. Because it used to be bad. I used to have like two.
Well, that was the original energy drinks. Then they started coming out with like the 0 sugar, 0 caffeine, 0 flavors, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So basically, you might as well just urinate in your own mouth.
I don't know. I had Rockstar. Rockstar, the tropical one, the orange
tropical,
one.
yeah, I remember that.
It was like tropical mango or something like that. That lemonade was fine, and the purple guava one, I think it was. Like that was fine too. I would have 2 of those a day and at least 3 cups of coffee a day, staggered in between. So, yeah,
Epstein.
I don't do any
But
of
yeah,
that anymore.
I got him a Godzilla energy drink. Just so you put it on the shelf. Like you did with the Star Wars cans. But like, they're fucking somewhere.
Somewhere. They might be in a box somewhere.
Probably.
I don't know, but yeah, anyway. So, the list here of things that have been in the Epstein files, like that aren't just, because I think Dino today put something out about like different people, a picture of different people in it, and one of them was Michael Jackson. I'm like, last I knew, Michael Jackson was, there was photographs with him with Epstein, but there was nothing substantial about anything else. Not like some of the shit I'm going to talk about here. So I was like, I don't think that's, like, I don't count that. Because there's a lot of fucking people that were pictured with Epstein, but I'm like, I can't just be like,
the guy rubbed elbows with the social elite for decades.
Dude, this guy had fucking reach beyond reach. He was like the Palpatine of the fucking world. like once you start digging in to like, I mean, these are just notes, and I can kind of go on some of the, or I can expand on some of the points here. But the further I've had fucking 3 days I've gone into this. The further you go down this rabbit hole, it seriously turns into a fucking sinkhole. It just, the
Hollow Earth.
It's crazy. And you realize, holy shit, this guy had fucking, like, he was in on anything and everything. There's possible links with him being an influence into the creation of Bitcoin. Like, it goes fucking crazy. I'll just go down this list and
Okay.
Like, I'm like, this is, you can't write fucking fiction better than this, or worse, depending on how you look. It's fucking wild.
Scientology did a pretty good job.
Yeah, they did pretty good. So right off the bat, Bill Clinton raped boys on a yacht with Jeffrey Epstein.
I did not have sexual relations with that one. I'm starting to think he actually did.
Yeah, he might not have, or he might have had his eyes closed the whole time envisioning.
It might have been a cover. Oh, I don't want people to find out I was raping little boys with my buddy Jeff.
Bill Gates gets...
I don't know why I sound like Bush all of a sudden.
I don't know. It's like a combination of the two.
Yeah, well, whatever. Oh, hey, mama.
Yeah, wait a minute. That's Elvis. So Elvis is a combination of Bush and Clinton. Okay. Bill Gates gets an STD from hooking up with a Russian hooker or a victim, depending on the story you get. It was either a hooker or one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims that Epstein provided him.
The only difference between a hooker and a victim is one gets paid, the other gets laid.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
After the fact, so I think this was 2000, this is like September, or there were emails back in September. I'll look it up.
They got deleted.
No, they didn't. So he hooks up with this, gets an Bill Gates gets an STD. Then he asked Jeffrey Epstein for like antibiotics.
Oh, okay.
For the STD, because he wants to discreetly like sneak them to his wife. So she has no fucking idea what happened. Well, in the communication there were emails. I don't know if I can find them. I'll try. Actually, I might have it on here. No, I don't. I'll look it up. But in the emails, Bill Gates is asking Epstein, it's like, hey, can you get this? You said you were going to get this for me, blah, blah, blah. And I guess the retort from Epstein was like, God, you're fucking... Basically, it's like, God, you're fucking annoying. Like, you said this. You said you're going to do this. This never came through. Whatever. And then shortly thereafter, Bill Gates and Bill and Melinda got divorced. But then right after that, and I think this is actually the next point too. Yeah. Epstein gets permabanned from Xbox Live for harassment. This is in 2013. All right. So.
Oh, shucks. I can't play Halo anymore.
Well, it was like 5 months after the whole interaction between Bill Gates and him for the hooker. And then Bill Gates didn't get what he wanted. So then 5 months later, he gets his account banned for Xbox Live. If that's not a correlation, then this is 2013. You remember 2013 online.
Oh, yeah.
You remember the shit that used to be said to everybody back then.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine what you had to fucking say to whoever to get permanently banned from Xbox Live or PlayStation, any of them. Like, you had to say some fucking...
We said some diabolical shit.
You had to say some vile fucking shit. So he was dropping N-bombs every other minute or something, or, like, actually doxing people.
Well, no, dude, even the N-word back then.
Yeah, it was everything. Listen, you kids now and online, you wouldn't survive 10 fucking seconds. Like, it was vile. It was the Wild West.
But I think I made a kid cry.
Probably did. But... he got his account banned permanently. So I'm like, well, if that has nothing to do, if he wasn't harassing anybody, then it has to have something to do with Bill Gates, because he was the one that fucking pulled this thing. So
Jesus.
All right, so Jeffrey Epstein watched Yuri hentai and Five Nights at Freddy's food porn on 4chan. Now, this stuff I'm talking
Wait,
about.
hold on. What was that?
Which way?
Both.
Okay, Yuri, Y-U-R-I.
Hold on.
He's got to go in incognito.
Fuck yeah, I do. What does it spell it?
Y-U-R-I.
Yuri hentai. See, now hentai's already saved in my dictionary. Videos tagged Yuri hentai.
Boy.
I am kind of, because hentai. See, okay, I don't understand what the word Yuri is there for, because
Oh, that's like Russian, but that's a Russian name.
so folks at home, in case there are a few out there that don't know what this is, hentai is basically Japanese animation porn. And it could be of anything. And I mean anything.
Like cartoon characters or video game characters, like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Squids with tentacles.
Yeah, and all the tentacles are phallic things.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of normal cartoon.
Japan comes up with some weird fucking shit.
But then I say, I'm not going to lie, I've seen some shit. There's a dark side of that shit. And you're like, I think I want to give my phone a hot shower because it feels dirty. So, all right. And what's the other thing?
Five Nights at Freddy's food porn. F-U-T-A.
Okay, let's find out. Okay, see, this is nothing. I don't understand why. Okay, I guess if that's an issue, that's an issue.
Oh, no, this is mild things right now. Like, well, the Bill Clinton one, maybe not so much. The Bill Gates one is like, well, that's skeevy, but I'm sure fucking there's half a dozen people in this town that have done this.
Dude, there are people that like watching porn of a girl peeing on a guy or
right.
a guy shitting on a girl's chest.
Right. This is, again, this is the mild stuff.
Okay.
All right. And that stuff, people will be like, that's fucking weird, but all right.
And if you think that, go fuck yourself, straight up. I personally don't watch it for enjoyment. I don't watch it in general, but in the same breath, if you're cool with sticking a pencil in your pee hole and masturbating with it, who the fuck are you to judge a dude watching cartoon porn? How'd you know I put a sharpener in mine? No, but seriously, God.
Okay. It's not that big. Who cares?
No, it's not that at all. It's just that is something that they felt had to be released. This is where I'm kind of like irritated by it. Like
maybe that's like just maybe that's like a trigger.
Continue.
So Epstein meets. This is where it starts getting into like why, and you start going down the rabbit holes. So Jeffrey Epstein meets Chris Poole. Chris Poole is the creator of 4chan.
Yeah.
All right. And shortly thereafter, Poll was created, which is it's a message board for alt politics. Like anything that's not the norm, it's there. Okay. That was created during Occupy Wall Street. You remember Occupy Wall Street?
Refresh.
That was like 2010, 2011. That was probably the closest that every normal, like regular Joe, regardless of race, anything, color, creed, all were like, hey, we're getting fucked over by the system.
Oh, okay, yes.
That was when they literally occupied Wall Street from, September 2011 to November, like 10th, 11th, 12th.
I remember now.
Right.
I remember now.
So during that, these two meet. While they meet, or at the same time, or in the middle of that, in October, these two meet, and then they create Poll. And on Poll, you started seeing a push of identity politics. in 2000, which is what is like heavy now, you know, black rights,
Yeah,
LGBTQ, all of it. Any identity politic you could think of, like this is where it stems from. At least this is a conspiracy. So they meet, and so identity politics like starts to blow up right around 2012. That's when Obama started to really push like racism and systemic racism. That became a thing. The LGBTQ community became like the actual
critical race theory.
Right.
Yep.
That like all that started to like really gain a foothold and start to explode. And what that caused was a whole bunch of infighting within everybody that was at Occupy Wall Street, because that was just every color, race, creed, everything.
Every walk of life.
They were all there because we're all getting fucked by the system. And a lot of people were pissed. And this was after the recession in 2008, when all of a sudden the government swooped in and bailed out all these fucking businesses that had tanked themselves.
Yeah.
Through the housing bubble, like all what the fuck is it called? We talked about the stacked mortgages before.
Yep.
They all got bailed out, and then all the CEOs and all these business, remember, they had huge fucking bonuses, like $1.3, $5 million bonus, all like, and they ended up laying off tons of different regular employees, and it was a boil over from that just led to Occupy Wall Street, which led to mainstream media too. When they covered it, they tried to do everything in their power to make all the occupants look like fucking idiots. Like they tried their hardest to downplay this whole thing. Barely anybody would be like, well, let's go and see what they want and see what they're protesting.
Yeah.
It was all like late night. Everyone just fucking dogged on them. And then, like I said, after that, identity politics became this huge thing. And then that caused tons of infighting, and that whole unity thing and the solidification of like the regular Joe was gone. All gone. And especially now, we're not even anywhere near any of that anymore. And it would probably be a long fucking time before we got anywhere close to that again. So, yeah, and a theory is part of that was during this meeting between Chris Poole and Jeffrey Epstein and the creation of Poll, and the seeds being planted to push that idea. Theory. He also had ties to Thorbjorn Jagland. I probably butchered that name. He's a former chairman of the Norwegian Nobel Committee from 2009 to 2015.
Okay. And
they select recipients of the Nobel Peace Prize. All right. That maybe this is actually going to load. This is why I got a fucking laptop, but that has to be set up yet. I'm in the middle of setting this up. So, 2000 served on the board. Okay, the files also revealed Epstein's close ties to whatever his name is. Emails show Epstein hosted Jagland and his family on his private island in 2014, and the two were regular contact for years, including a 2012 message from him to Epstein referencing extraordinary girls. He was also removed from the Nobel Committee role in 2015 without public explanation. While Epstein was not on the committee itself, or himself, these connections suggest political influence over the prize selection process. Now, that I find interesting because just like a day before that, there was some things in the files separately that linked Trump was pushing for the Nobel Peace Prize. And we saw all these deals and everything go through over the last year, stopping all these wars. And like it became a lot of talks to be like, oh, Trump might win the Nobel Peace Prize. Then this comes out and be like, oh, Epstein was connected to the Nobel Peace Prize. So what I'm thinking now is like, Epstein promised Trump the Nobel Peace Prize.
And even after death, he's going to come through. But he couldn't get Gates his antibiotics.
Yeah. But no, he didn't end up winning it. And actually, Trump was he's sour about it. He's like, well, I don't care about it. But I'm like, now hold the fuck on. Now.
I don't care. Even though I know I deserved it.
That's exactly.
Even though I'm the best. I made America.
That's exactly what was going on.
I don't care because America doesn't care. America knows I deserve it though.
It was probably the best Nobel Peace Prize winner. That's what I've heard. It would have been me.
Everybody says I should have been. Everybody says I've been great at it. Amazing. And the medal would have been in America, not China.
Here come the Trump supporters. They're going to be pissed about this episode. If you don't know by now, none of you are safe. So Elon had close connections with Jeffrey Epstein. There was some emails and stuff. It was nothing nefarious. I think it was more power play, his connections. Like, I haven't seen anything with Elon Musk being connected, like, in some of the wild accusations and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And this. All right, this is where it gets fucking wild. And I might actually I'll look it up. So, George Herbert Walker Bush, the first, sacrificed children. Or a child, at least.
I don't understand what the big deal is. I sacrifice about how many sperms are in one ejaculate? I sacrifice that many kids about 12 times a day.
So Epstein files reveal horrifying evidence involving American elite. It is all alleged that George Herbert Walker Bush raped a male victim, and then the same victim was also subject to a ritual sacrifice in which his feet were cut off with a sword, a scimitar.
Scimitar?
Yeah.
God.
Okay, yeah, the victim says he witnessed a child... Where is it? Witnessed a child being torn apart and having his intestines pulled out aboard a yacht. And says the people on the yacht ate the intestinal waste.
That is so unsanitary.
It's fucking... I think this is a picture I saw of, like, Michael Jackson. I'm like, I didn't see any, but again, if it's on the list, it's like, well, yeah. So that was one of them. There were some also emails about, like, this pregnant victims of Epstein being pregnant, and then the baby of the pregnant woman being taken after delivery out of the room, and then it was like I'll look this one up too in a little bit. It was like she said that all of a sudden the screams of the baby couldn't be heard, and like it was fucking dark. It gets dark. Confirmation that Trump was bought by Israel, and Kushner is running his presidency. Another one is Pizzagate. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Apparently, it looks like through I shouldn't say some, there's a lot of fucking emails. Looks like it was reality.
Yeah, like there was codes.
Cheese pizza.
Yeah.
Hot dogs, grape soda, just regular pizza.
Fried chicken, watermelon. Rice and beans.
I don't remember all those.
General Tso's chicken. I'm just trying to come up with as much racist food as possible.
No,
meow,
chicken was one.
Meow meow platter.
But I think that had to do with like young girls, and then hot dogs I think was young boys.
There was also something with ice cream.
Allegedly, I don't know.
Allegedly,
yeah. But
there was
again, it was like, man, there's a lot of
flavors of ice cream: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry.
I vaguely remember that.
There was codes.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, because there was one email correspondence, if I remember correctly, Obama ordering like he wanted like the
we've covered this before.
Yeah, he wanted like 10,000 Premier hot dogs.
Yeah, I do. I do
some
remember,
shit.
Yeah, I remember covering that. I think I had the email.
Might have been
like 100 episodes ago, but
they wanted Premier hot dogs enough to entertain like 10 people. There was I can't remember the numbers, but yeah,
it was some like crazy amount. It was like 1,000 or 10,000 hot dogs. Like,
yeah,
why the fuck?
And they wanted Premier hot dogs.
Yeah. But yeah, so that might have been a thing. Epstein viewed Goyim as cattle that could be mistreated. For those of you who don't know, like I had to look this up. It's like, what the fuck is goyim? Goy or goyim is a Jewish slur, basically, for anyone, any non-Jew ethnicity, white, Christian, anything like that, anything that's not Jewish. There's been a long-running stereotype, I guess, that says like Jewish people look down on every other race. I shouldn't even say stereotype, because if you go over to Israel, the Jewish people over there will spit at you if you have a cross on, a Christian cross. They'll spit at you. They'll curse at you. So Epstein was very much that.
What was the word again?
Goyim.
Goyim? Well, I've heard that term in person.
Well, now you know.
I've heard a Hasidic Jew say something.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they should, the idea is like everyone else should basically serve them. Yeah. Epstein evidently watched torture videos. There's also an email somewhere in the fucking like laundry list of emails about I don't know, it was redacted. It said, hey, where are you? Or something like, no, that was a separate one. Something about like, hey, I really enjoyed the torture video or something like that. Like verbatim, that's what it said. Which is funny. Is like, how come they have code words for everything else?
Yeah.
Dog whistles for everything else, but not torture?
So here's something I wanted to address too. I mean, you're doing the deep dive and I'm doing the comedic commentating. But in all seriousness, it's all alleged.
Mm-hmm.
All of these files are being fact checked. Is there any way to check like the one? Hold on, let me show you one. Give me a second. Like this is a legit file that was pulled. Where was it? No, not what I wanted. What the fuck? Okay, I don't know what I'm looking for. Hold on a second. I got this. There it is.
We're almost there.
Yeah, right there.
All right, what do you got?
So, is this like legit, or could that shit be made up? Because with some fancy photo editing, I could make that. And I'm retarded. I have a diagnosis.
Well, if it's from justice.gov, it's their release.
So, true. But you're telling me that screen grab can't be fabricated?
The screen grab?
Yeah, the screen grab.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
Because check it out. It's on this person's. This person definitely want to friend that one. You'll have a blast. Oh, it's like there's already a structure fire going on. Charlie, bring the tanker of fuel. I'm gonna be busy. That's the kind
Trying to put it out.
That's the fun you're gonna have with that one.
Oh, jeez.
But this person posted it. They took a screen grab.
Mm-hmm.
I can make that. That's easy.
Right.
So,
What's it read? If you can see it.
Federal Bureau of Investigation, unclassified, drafted by, redacted, date, time received, 7/7/2020.
Just give me the meat.
On details, threat to life, false. Donald Trump, threat to life, false. Submitted text. Donald Trump, the president, had parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls. Jeffrey Epstein would bring the children in and Trump would auction them off. He measured the children's vulva and vaginas by entering a finger, rating the children on tightness. The guests were elder men and Elon Musk. Don Jr., Ivanka, and Eric were there. Attorney Ala Dershowitz was also there with attorney Bob Shapiro. We were taken in rooms, forced to give oral sex to Donald J. Trump, allowed them to penetrate us. I was 13 years old when Donald J. Trump raped me. Violation, public corruption, white-collar crime, civil rights.
See, this is I didn't see that email. I did hear about it though, and at the end of all this, including that, I'm like, yeah, but like, here's the problem with a lot of these is they're all raw allegations, which means there's not enough substantial evidence for the DOJ to actually pursue and prosecute.
So, hold on. On 7/7/2020, Internet Protocol Address, which resolves to action, submitted an online tip to the FBI National Threat Operations Center regarding Jeffrey Epstein. Date submitted, transaction number. This is what I'm talking about. Now, maybe I'm missing something,
Right.
but this supposedly, the date it was submitted was 7/7/2020. When did this happen?
It was from, we're going back to like the 80s to 2011-ish. 2016 is where a lot of allegations came from. Or he was taken into custody, I believe, and his trial and conviction was 2019. It was 2019. He was in jail and he ended up killing himself, evidently. My question is there some things that, there's also some speculation now because of all these, but my question is there some things that were entered into these in 2025, like as late as 2025? I'm like, he's already been convicted. Like his case and everything's already over. He's been dead for 6 years at this point.
Yeah.
Or at that point. It's like, what is this stuff being entered at 2025? Like, what does that have to do? And what drives me fucking nuts, too, is he was convicted, and Maxwell's serving time with no clients. And I'm like, why is this a thing?
No clients, what do you mean?
We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
They traffic people to nobody.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that work? How does really, I just got a vehicular manslaughter charge, and I didn't hit anybody.
So for me, the thing I'm having an issue with is, like, do you remember the Michael Jackson documentary that appeared on Hulu? There was like the two guys that went on and told these fucking crazy stories, until today maintain that their stories are true, even though the internet, thank you internet, friends and family of these guys were like, this is all bullshit. This is a cash grab. And Hulu paid them a lot of money.
I heard something about it, but
I don't know if it's even on Hulu anymore.
Maybe not. Maybe it had so much backlash, like, this isn't real at all.
Yeah, so, I mean, did a lot of bad things happen? Yes. Are there people that are around till today?
That's what I mean, though. There's a lot of this, you're like, I don't know.
Well, until you get down to the brass tacks of it all, did a lot of bad things happen? Don't know. If bad shit did happen, and people that are alive today that can be held accountable for their actions and involvement, they should all be held accountable. I don't give a fuck who it is.
No.
Trump, Clinton, fucking Sanders.
Scorched earth, burn at the stake.
Yep. Send them all. Fucking send them all. The whole pedophile thing that fucking Dino's been up to. Well, maybe we ship this one out. Fucking ship them all.
Of course. Right out. With all of them. Bye. So he evidently watched torture videos. He had somebody murdered, possibly. At least the wording of his emails or text messages, whatever it was. I think this one was specifically an email. He said something about, I give you the clearance to kill him because he lied to you and he lied to me. It was a very short one. It was like 3 sentences and that was it. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like, evidently he's having people fucking killed now. And the reach this guy has, why not? And then he worked for the Mossad. So
is the Israeli terrorist organization.
Special intelligence.
Special intelligence. Okay, sorry.
Whatever.
Yes.
And then the one that's kind of wild is there was a guard that was posting on 4chan hours before news broke that Epstein had killed himself, that he witnessed Epstein being wheeled out in a wheelchair to a van and was relocated off the premises. And then a few hours later, suddenly, Epstein killed himself. But then, like, all of a sudden, everyone in the bureau was trying to figure out who the fuck is this person that just posted this stuff about Epstein being wheeled out. So there was a huge cover-up, allegedly, there.
Yeah, I got a special sign. Allegedly. Bing! Allegedly pops up.
Not a bad idea. Maybe.
Conspiracy theory. Bing!
That was, like, the short notes that I got for all the shit that's going on.
That's fucking heavy enough, though.
It is. And I got... There was one actually...
Am I still in shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was one thing on here that I was like, what the fuck? In regards to the Pizzagate thing, because when that came back into the news, I'm like, oh, here we go again. You remember when that happened, how media just made it look so ridiculous, like almost like Pee Wee Herman looking for the basement of the Alamo. Like, that's, to me, that's how, like, they were trying to make it look. It's like, this is fucking retarded. Like, what are we talking about here?
Ted Turner's probably... Yeah, to fucking make it look ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ted, were you at a... No, I was not. Allegedly.
So, but there was a lot. So I saw this post of like, this has made me laugh. I'm like, yeah, well, so it's like, okay. So basically, a vast global child trafficking network consistently used pizza in every single one of their communications as a clear code word for something much more sinister. But this one time in Washington, D.C., when a random pizza shop owner who was named one of the 50 most powerful people in D.C. was doing the same thing and using the same language with Obama and the Clintons, they were actually just talking about pizza and hot dogs. And it was a coincidence and a red herring, and then a street camera that since its inception had been pointed at said pizza shop was suddenly pointed in a different direction on the same day that a random guy in a random act of violence fired a single bullet into the pizza shop door, which destroyed the hard drive of the pizza shop computer, and then he was killed in a traffic stop, and then every mention ever of the pizza shop was scrubbed from the internet.
Oh, coincidence.
What's funny is that the things that had happened in 2016, and this is where I'm like, this is where the whole like line graph comes in. I'm like, man, there's a lot of fucking dots on this thing. So you go back to 2016 when Pizzagate was like really starting to blow up, and they're talking about, okay, so there's all this, the emails, pizzas, hot dogs, all the shit we've talked about before. That all comes out, and it's like, oh, all these code words, and everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then you go to 2019, there's like a gap of nothing happening. And then Epstein gets fucking charged and all this shit, and he goes in jail and then kills himself, air quotes. And then 6 years after that, in 2025, 2026, they release all these 3 million documents, all conveniently having the same code words as what they decoded 10 years prior, and everyone said that's fucking bullshit. Coincidence.
Plausible.
But that's what I mean. There's so many fucking dots. That's why when I saw that, it's like Pizzagate might be true. I'm like, oh boy. Everybody went, hey, Alex Jones, and they're fucking vindicated now.
Oh, fuck yeah, they
because this is not...
They are literally, my name is Inigo Montoya.
This is not...
You killed my father.
Yeah.
Prepare to die.
This is not concrete evidence, like video of something, but holy shit, you can't... It's like Hot Shots Part 2 when you fire all around someone. It's just a bullet line, and like the wall falls down and everything else is around them. It's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Come on.
You must have been a stormtrooper in your previous life. I mean...
Yeah. So, and then what I was doing, I was actually just going through like all the different shit with like the Epstein files on here, when you realize the T in a rabbit hole is silent. That's the whole Goyim thing.
Man. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Einhorn is a man. Oh, here's one.
Oh, Einhorn is a man. Oh, I know.
So, if it turns out that Epstein is actually still alive, people are going to flip. Sounds insane, but let's examine the evidence. An hour before Epstein's death was announced, a series of 4chan posts from an MCC prison guard appeared claiming a body swap took place with a van that didn't check into the prison and violated other prison protocols. From the recent Epstein drop, we know the FBI investigation, the person behind this post hard, and it's now confirmed the bank statements affiliated with the subpoenas that the person who made these posts was an actual MCC prison guard named Roberto. What is that? Griava. Okay. There are other anomalies as well. The cell was not preserved as a crime scene, violating Bureau of Prisons protocol. Epstein's body, air quotes, was removed before FBI agents arrived, and no photos were taken of the body in the cell. Items in the cell, e.g. medications and a noose, were moved or disturbed during the initial investigation, leading experts to criticize the handling of the shoddy and potentially compromising evidence. It's not a smoking gun in itself, but this disarray adds evidence to the likelihood of a body swap. Additionally, no DNA evidence or fingerprints confirmations exist of Jeffrey Epstein's body because his brother Mark identified, air quotes, the body as real. Would Mark have an incentive to lie about his brother's actually being dead and even investigate a fake fight over whether he was murdered or committed suicide in order to distract from the theory that he's alive? If everything Roberto poses is true, it very well may be. It could mean that Epstein is still alive today, probably drinking mojitos on a beach in Tel Aviv, laughing and shitposting from an alternate account. It wouldn't make sense for them to swap Epstein out just to kill him elsewhere. So if you're reading this, hi Jeff, please pump crypto or something.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. So, again, this is just the craziness that's come out in the last few days. Oh, that was the thing, too, that Pizzagate, at the time, the media was calling Pizzagate a QAnon conspiracy theory. It's like, this is just QAnon bullshit. And mind you, QAnon is like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know anything about this.
We didn't post it. Yeah. We didn't do it.
But that's what's being pushed. Why QAnon got involved, I don't know. I haven't looked into that or anything, but turns out it might not have anything to do with them. 2016, libtards run the world and Trump will stop them. 2026, the world is run by Jewish pedophiles and Trump is with them. He might be bought and sold by him. Right?
Fill out your tax.
Huh? Oh.
The IRS watching you fill out your tax forms to fund billions in the fraud and zero Epstein arrest.
Oh, it's true.
That's a good show, too, The Boys.
I think I watched a couple episodes of it.
It's good.
Yeah, but so that's fucking. There's so much shit.
Jesus.
There's so much shit, and
the fuck is that? The libs and Minneapolis are now trying to recreate the iconic Marines on Iwo Jima photo, but with their fake Somali flag.
Okay.
Fucking morons.
Oh, so yeah. And you get further and further into it, and how it, like I said, he had connections with 4chan. He had connections with leaders of Iraq, Iran. Iran was a big one at the time. Which there's a connection there between Iran and Trump, and why Trump suddenly is warring with Iran right now. Like there's so much shit.
You need to stop warring with Iran and start worrying about Iran.
It makes your
Iran.
It makes your fucking head spin. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna take.
That video made my head spin.
Fucking
Iran.
No, he's gonna make himself dizzy now.
Oh, I'm dizzy.
Yeah. Well.
Couldn't get away. Doop, 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 doop.
Like there was so much in it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna turn into another COVID thing from 5 years ago or whatever, when like every episode was COVID related for like 6 fucking months. I'm sorry in advance, but
Yeah.
this is way too much shit, and this
3 million pages.
and what I'm gathering, maybe I misheard it because I thought this was the last one, but apparently there's more that they're going to release. I'm like, fuck, at least delay it like a couple months. Like, let us get through this.
No. You know what this is right now?
What?
Right now, you are the Russian chick from the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I want to know. I want to. Too much.
More.
No.
I want to know everything. That's basically what's happening right now. My brain all.
No. We wanted the files, and now we're getting.
It's yeah. There's just so much to fucking to go through, and here's the wild thing too. Like, there's two things after like the initial shock of everything. You start reading, you're like, what the fuck? And one is I kind of get brought back down to earth. I'm like, this is stuff that both administrations had. Now, nothing could really come out during the Biden administration because that was Ghislaine Maxwell's trial was still ongoing, so you can't release shit, obviously. But I have to believe that if there was something definitive on Trump, something would have leaked. Like, they've had worse things happen that the government has done that's been blatantly illegal just to get political points.
Sway.
Yeah.
I'd like to think, Biden might not have been our best president.
Biden was a front.
Regardless, Biden might not
My
have
opinion.
been. Biden might not have been our best president. Was he our president? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But was he our best? It's a matter of opinion. I don't think so.
Definitely
But
not in speech.
with everything that happened, everything that went on, everything that they had in their possession, regardless, I'd like to think that the Republicans and the Democrats on both sides would have literally been throwing shade every chance they had, and they weren't. It was, he's competent, Orange Man bad, he didn't shit himself, Orange Man avoided taxes. Like, that's the best. In my opinion, this Epstein file shit is going to go on for probably a solid decade.
Probably.
You're going to sit there and tell me that with everything going on between Orange Man Bad and Bumble and Joe, that's the best we had? That's the best they could do? I wholeheartedly 100% agree with you. I genuinely think if there was any validity to anything, whether it's Bill Gates, Michael Jackson, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, George Bush, doesn't fucking matter who. Like I'm saying, there's something should have come up with it already. I'm not saying bad things didn't happen. And like I said previously, I will reiterate for the folks at home. If bad things happened and they are found to be true and there are people that can be held accountable who were directly involved, fucking send them. Send it. Full send.
But yeah, but that's it. Is like I was saying, I come back down to earth. I'm like, nothing. There's all these crazy allegations, but the whole time it was either being used as evidence for Ghislaine Maxwell, or after the fact when either administration had it, nothing was really done. And when something was done, and they released, when something was done, not legally, but they released the files. The administration, who evidently has a whole bunch of different people in it that were in the files and possibly doing something, if allegations are true, they put them out, regardless of allegations, they put it out nonchalant. I'm like, that seems like fucking crazy to me. Like career suicide. If you were guilty of something, why the fuck would you just put it out there and be like, eh?
It's also, I'm not trying to be the devil's advocate, but what's the old saying go? How's the old saying go? Sometimes the safest place, the safest you can be from danger is being the closest to it.
Maybe.
Sometimes people can look at something and go, that is the most outlandishly crazy, stupid thing a person who's guilty could ever do. There's no way they would, in their right mind, do that unless they're trying to prove their innocence and show us that it's fake. Even though they did, if I get ahead of this, people will think it's crazy, especially with the times they are changing now.
I think the one thing, like with the Trump thing, I think that's the case that Trump has already been charged and found to be not guilty. So there's that. The second point I was going to have, or after you read all this, you're like, what the fuck, is this isn't even the worst stuff. Like the redacted shit and stuff, they haven't released because they can't. For either it's too fucking brutal, so they're just not going to, or for victim
protection.
Identity. So they're not going to release it for that reason. But you can only if this is this crazy, and this is just like a tip of the iceberg. This is like going up and just shaving a fucking.
This is the shit that struck the Titanic.
Yeah, and then some. You can only imagine what they fucking have that they're not going to release. Because that's probably bonkers. I mean, the shit that I've seen fucking videos, and this is, again, stuff that's been talked about before for fucking 15 years or whatever by Alex Jones. These fucking elites do spirit cooking, they call it. And they take things of... Oh, hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Do it. Do it.
I love it. Bam. Spirit cooking.
What?
Obama years, celebrities would openly attempt spirit cooking parties. Now, let me...
Wait, can you click that picture? What the fuck is that?
It's...
Is that person alive or dead?
No. It's not... It's supposed to be... It's like a dummy of a person.
I mean, anatomically correct.
Now, you're looking at it with weird eyes.
I'm just saying.
Weirdo.
I think I grabbed a piece of sushi from the wrong side. This one smells like shit. Charlie, what did you do? You're supposed to rotate the meat. You flip it once, and that's it.
Here's one.
That's easy.
Yeah, it is. He swiped his Instagram account once this fucking thing came out.
He wiped it?
Yeah. Is that Tony Podesta?
I am so looking forward to the spirit cooking dinner at my place. Do you think you'll be able to let me know if your brother is joining? All my love, Maria. Approximately 1994. Yeah. Blank revealed herself to blank as a past victim of sex abuse by Epstein. Blank described the abuse occurred during parties. Blank further identified blank as a friend of blank. In approximately
1996.
Blank resided with blank in blank. An unknown man abducted blank from her home, whence she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, Jay-Z. While Weinstein had inserted his fingers into blank believed she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. Can we please do a redacted reading? Like, as soon as we get some more of these files, redacted readings.
There's one where...
Brought to you by Charlie.
I don't know where the... Just start, no Satanism. There's one where it talks about
The fuck?
Epstein and probably some 12-year-old's ass or something like that. Is it wait, is that it?
Don't you just love playing submarine, Gary? I love SpongeBob. Prepare to die!
Spirit cooking fresh breast milk with fresh sperm milk. Drink on earthquake nights. Cut with knife deep into the middle finger of your left hand. Eat the pain. Like this is some piece of art or something like that. And it's not normal behavior. His neighbor did this. You would think they were sick and twisted, dangerous demons. He would make sure the kids and dog never anywhere near them.
But because there's a bunch of rich people doing it, the world seems to ignore it. This is 666 stuff, and anyone who openly does this has some serious skeletons waiting to escape their closet. But what if the skeletons want to be in my closet? We want out. No, you don't.
Yeah. So it's
The
shit.
fuck?
I don't know. It's fucking. Listen.
Oh, it's Lady Gaga show.
Of course, yeah, it is Lady Gaga.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It is Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga took Granny Jeff to the birdcage. Of course she did. Why the fuck wouldn't she? Why the fuck wouldn't she? What a fucking nut.
She's got nuts, or she used to have nuts.
That was the rumor. You remember
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd still hit it.
Or she'd hit you. More ways than one. Well,
It's nice to be wanted.
look. For all these listening,
Oh.
the meme's true. Yeah, so Stephen Hawking was also in Epstein Island. They took him out of his chair. He couldn't get away. He's not happy. He's terrified. Leave me alone. What are you doing, Dave?
These are my no squares. No, don't you touch me there.
You talking 8-bit.
RAPE, get that thing away from me. Quick, unplug his chair so he can't get away. Oh, no.
What's this? There's more to add. Like,
Oh, switch. All right, I'll read it. Switch.
okay.
Redacted reading.
Well, I mean, there's not much redacted. It's just
Oh.
the names and shit. Like, what's actually happening is, like, this is August 28, 2029. I'd like to add a few other points. Well, this is from, all right. From and to, we don't know. That's redacted. So blank and blank. Thanks, blank. I didn't realize Bush raped him, too. Okay. Don't know who. See, I'd like to add a few other points disclosed by the proposed victim. While on his yacht, he witnessed African-American males having sex with white blonde females, all of whom were bleeding during intercourse. He was a victim of a type of ritualistic sacrifice in which his feet were cut. Oh, this is Bush. With a scimitar.
I'll say it sounds like a porno where a black dude banged a white blonde chick who was on her period.
But left no scarring. On the yacht, he witnessed babies being dismembered and their intestines removed, the individuals eating feces from the intestines. He was also raped by George Bush I. The victim disclosed he was escorted to the FBI building by Michael Moore, who was not the same Michael Moore. All right, yeah, that's just note after it. Yeah, so the shit in this is just...
I hear the drums.
So the email from
night.
Noam Chomsky and Epstein files mentions that Gulf countries were supporting the ISIS organization in Syria despite official denials. It also indicates that Turkey, a U.S. ally, was supporting the Nusra Front. I like how they've redacted two women here, but you just scroll up a little bit and there's two different posts with the unredacted ones. Like, I already know what you look like. Here's one. It's like, Jeffrey Epstein's nose is different than the body they took out. Unless when he dies, his nose kind of deflates.
They broke it.
I'm not saying he's still alive, but I'm not saying he's for sure dead. Epstein introduced Melania to Trump.
Melania.
Witness FBI questioning said that was introduced Trump through Epstein. I think I heard that prior, though. Speaking of, there's Biden right there, sniffing kids without the Epstein files. That's funny. I don't think Biden was in them at all. Let's get away from me. Biden was too autistic to even go to Epstein Island.
DOJ released that.
There's nothing here. See, Biden wasn't in the Epstein files. Would you fucking look at that?
Type Joe.
Oh, wait, Biden has been named in the new Epstein files by a new victim. Never mind. I retract that statement.
Yeah!
Whoever identified Ghislaine Maxwell as a woman who came to Richard Marchenko's home in Mexico many times in 2010 and 2011 with Nancy Marchenko to set up sexual trips with her when she was 10 or 11 years old. We know of death threats against her because of testimony she gave in 2018 against Kelly, Biden, and Wayne in the sex abuse case in Mexico. Right now, we have her in a safe location. We want to help you guys, but we also need to protect her son, and her guardian. Okay, so they're all fucking... it's all of them.
What did we say? Nobody's safe.
No. This is fucking... This is what I mean. Like, I should take a week off from fucking work and just fucking sit here. And
You and me both.
Just what the fuck?
Just sit here and watch. You smell like Jeff.
Biden, you're sniffing your own hand. Joe, that's your own hat. Oh. Thought it was. Number one suspect named by newly released Epstein files. Okay, yeah, so. All right, but you know what? That really checks out. We watch them with kids, sniffing them or rubbing their hair, or their hair. They're rubbing their arms and shit like that. I mean, the whole time everyone is like, listen. And this is funny. This is where the left did exactly what the right's doing right now with Trump and just defending right to the moon. It's like, well, we don't fucking know. So let's just pump the fucking brakes for a second here. Because even though there's shit that's come up, it's like, well, we don't know. There's still fucking shit in the files that says shit. It's like, we don't know, which means we don't know that it's not real either.
It means pump the hate brakes, Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, but with Trump or with Biden back then, like all this is happening. Everyone's like, well, that's just normal. It's like, listen, I've had grandparents. I have grandparents. I've seen other people with grandparents. It's not normal.
Yeah, way to rub it in. Your grandparents are still alive.
Charlie, do your grandparents rub your arms? I sure hope not. It'd be the start of Resident Evil if they did.
I'm going Leon and Kennedy on their ass. I fucking love them, and I miss them, but I will straight up body a bitch. Again.
CIA Chief Goldman's top lawyer.
Oh, fuck, what time is it? All right.
Yeah. So it just gets wilder and wilder. Like every day you just go further into it. You're like, what the fuck, man? But again, this is one of those things where it's like, wow, with some of this, it's like, there's another quarter in the Alex Jones's right jar. I mean,
if I had a quarter for every time I said something that might have been true or crazy enough to be real,
but again, like
the fucker would be swimming like Scrooge McDuck.
Who the fuck needs fiction when you could just pay attention
to the news?
What's going on? You're like,
why watch A Night of the Seven Kingdoms when you can watch the Epstein files?
It's not. It's not even the news, because the news is fucking. Here's something too. I don't know how I didn't know this, because it's just something I knew, and I've compared it to wrestling before, but I didn't know actually that they did. The news has been rebranded as News Entertainment. All right. Now there's that correlates with something else. Wrestling, you remember? Oh, yeah. Wrestling was called wrestling. And then WWE came along and changed their wrestling to sports entertainment.
Yep.
The reasoning behind that was because of contractual obligations, things they could get around in courts. They didn't have to, they could do independent contracting, didn't have to sign people on, like WWE specifically, so they didn't have to pay insurance, is a huge one. A whole bunch of reasons. But it became wrestling, sports entertainment was born out of it. And after that, they kind of pulled the curtain back on wrestling, because before that, kayfabe was a huge thing in wrestling. There's always dramatic music now. Everything is breaking news.
Yep.
Even if it's not. Even if it's shit that we've heard fucking 20 times already this week. But it's always breaking news. It's always us versus them. It's always something that's like makes you fucking pissed. Mm-hmm. It's always something that's angry. It's always some riot going on. It's always something horrible. And it's not anchors anymore. It's always panelists of people giving their opinion on everything. Op-eds is all on the news now. It's not what's going on. I don't even remember how I got going down that fucking rabbit hole, but
About how the news is finding a way to be fake.
yeah, that's pretty much what it is. However, I got going down that fucking rabbit hole, but I do find that that just because I found now they rebranded themselves News Entertainment. I'm like, well, yeah, that checks out, because everything's fucking clickbait now. Mm-hmm. Everything's all just story clickbait.
And you can't hold a news channel or news affiliation responsible if they sit there and say, well, we never did say it's legit. We just reported on what was going on.
Yeah, they give their opinion. You can't, and they say like it's their opinion. What I find interesting, I just thought of, is like, I think we talked about it recently, is the news now is, I can't remember, it's not DraftKings or anything like that. It's a gambling site like Polymarket, but they're gambling on news now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we talked about that. I can't remember the site that's doing it. They partnered with CNN. But if news brands itself as news entertainment, and they can steer the direction of the news, how do you gamble on something that you can steer?
I don't know. They've been doing it with the NFL for how many years?
That's true. Bye.